Hello all, Namaste, Namaskar, welcome to Gypsianmoon. I am Akriti and today we will be doing a pick a card reading. I will be taking out the options where we will be looking into their confessions first, go into their hopes for go into their hopes for this connection, and also tips for how to deepen this bond, this connection. How can you, what will be beneficial for you, and we'll end it with a self-love practice that you may like to utilize. All right, so cards. All right, we'll take these three options. The first one is number one, you are an angel. Number two, I am manifesting you back. I am manifesting you back into my life coming through. For two. And number three, nothing can keep us apart. You are in my heart. So see which one are you feeling drawn. So see which one are you feeling drawn to the most. These cards will be the beginning for each reading. All right. I'll see you soon. Hello, number one. For those who were drawn to this message card, you are an angel. So let's begin with the confessions. We'll go into different things. I actually want to, after these two cards, I'll also see their feelings and then do the message cards. Let's see how it goes. This says, okay, you win. The silent treatment is killing me. And chaos creates chaos. I was the storm and you my thunder. You changed me coming through. It seems like a disagreement which may have occurred, and while it was a showdown, but in the time apart, even a day, a few hours apart, this person is realizing that how important you really are, and the fact that you, even if they have been guarded with the world, you trigger them the most because they feel very vulnerable with you, and you inspire their evolution also. So that also as a characteristic they see in you which draws them towards you, and that they acknowledge that you are a very beautiful soul, you're very kind hearted, you do so many selfless acts, unconditional love, which they weren't really used to. They were maybe just used to having a lot of chaos in their life, which is why the silence also triggers them, is the energy which is coming through. So it's a part of a process, part of the healing which is coming through. And I feel right now this person has the intention of moving past this in order to strengthen the bond, is the energy which is coming through. They want tenderness, is the energy which is coming in also. And the thing is, what I'm saying in regards to how this person sees you, feels after any kind of conflict that may have happened, the assessment, the understanding that they're coming to, you also have undergone this kind of a process of understanding what this truly is. That's the energy which is coming through. Like soulmate twin flames, but initially there's a lot of friction, and that needs to be syn, syn, synon- that needs to be in sync, synergized, mutual understanding, compatibility, not just on the paper, but genuinely like having same goals. And it could be that you have forgiven them quite a bit, or for rare cases, they did something which brought in a tower moment in the connection, and they're realizing that how they may have overreacted. That is also somewhere down the line coming through. But this is someone who can't stay away from you, or um, their way of showing love is by reaching out to you, asking you questions of care. That kind of energy is also coming through. Or that's the change, transformation which will be coming in for sure, because there's certain kind of realization this person is having in regards to how important you are, and that they're obsessed with you. But it could have been that this thing of easily putting you on a pedestal may have been a little daunting for this person, as in the past they may have overgiven and gotten hurt, so the hesitation comes in from there. And they thought that this is I'm feeling obsessed about this person because, like, about number one, because I'm highly attracted to them, or like this obsession will only lead to distraction and I have things to do, things to achieve. All of that kind of a resistance which was there, but they are moving beyond that is also somewhere down the line coming through. And this person, I also feel, if you have a drought period going on where you haven't been able to take out time for each other, the possessive jealous side is also coming through. Like, I'll lose you to someone, that kind of energy comes in. Or it's also in a way coming in as them becoming jealous of a co-worker that you have been interacting a lot with. That it's coming out as that. We have karma coming in, consequences, cause and effect, deaths. This said, infatuation, adoration, addiction coming through, moving beyond it. Certainly, if this is an ex that you don't want to entertain anymore, it's just coming in, that person is checking in and letting you know that I'm getting karma for however I handled you, because there was a little bit of immaturity which pans out differently in different circumstances, but it flavored a particular situation which spiked anger in both of you. Maybe there was separation which occurred, emotional separation also. But secretly, this person is intimidated as to how much you can control them. That's the energy, like the kind of hold you have on them. And we have confessions, unveiling, coming clean, messages. This person is eager to talk to you, quite literally coming in over here also. Maybe a little confused as to how to approach or what can they say. If this is this is the contemplation going on, if you haven't closed the chapter, that's what's coming through, because there have been things that they have kept aside. They compliment you, but they don't at times share everything about themselves is coming through, which may have caused friction, because this person internalizes quite a bit and wants to break out of karmic cycles, patterns that have been going on. And you came in, maybe for both of you, it's more than likely, because most of the spiritual connections, like most of the most basic concept on which relationships are built or people enter our life are like mutually beneficial in some way or form, usually. All right, there's some which we, no matter how much understanding we gain, no matter how many perspectives we look at it from, it still hurts, and we need to just take things as they were. I'm not going into that, but what was I saying? You're an angel, I'm the devil. That's the dichotomy or some kind of a thing which is coming through. Yeah, but this person is non-stop thinking about you. That's coming in. All right, let's jump into the confessions first. Like after this. But irrespective, you are not obligated to remain in the situation. Your life is precious, so is your time, so is your energy, so is your attention. And in the space, just beyond focusing on how that person is feeling about you, assess your own feelings too. That is what is coming through. And with these karmic patterns and everything which are being highlighted, it's almost like instead of like this person has acted very vigilantly, like guarded somewhere down the line, as though their heart is broken, and like even if it has healed, they don't want to get hurt once again, that kind of a thing, feeling fragile. So that's why we have these walls up. Even if they had certain kind of concerns, they internalized it, you also internalized it, and certain things which were very important, the communication on certain topics, issues, even red flags that we see, not acting on it impulsively, but once we calming down, once we calm down, speaking about those and communicating about it was important, and we never had that bridge in between because both were very scared or too focused on safeguarding their own hearts that we didn't take the time to clarify a few things due to whatever was the reasoning for the hesitation or non-disclosure came through. We have I need you to need me like I need you coming through. Yeah, this person is very um I'll just say like this person requires a lot of validation is what is coming through. So is that need of theirs compatible with yours? The extent of it, all of that we need to assess. I want to marry you one day coming through. All right, we're just jumping the gun now. We have I can feel your desire for me coming in, and I have so much to say to you coming through. You know what it feels like? It's almost like you put your foot down in a very calm and graceful way, and you let this person know what you want from a relationship, and you give this person the time to think about it, because this is something which has been going on and on and on, and this may have had that twin flame flavor of like cycles, phases, coming together, going apart, coming together, going apart, because things became too combustive, too much to handle, overwhelmed, getting triggered because past healing which was required, inner teen responses which needed to be worked out of or worked through, which was required. And I feel like the clarity that's hitting them is daunting, but at the same time quite assuring. They want to follow their intuition, and what their heart has been saying to them for such a long time is the energy which is coming through over here. They want movement, uncutting, And we have sweetness to flow in this connection once again. They are also reminiscing about the good memories that you've shared together, fun times also, even delicate ones. I feel like somewhere down the line, even if this person was resisting it the strongest, you became a rock for this person. And at times, when people are abandoned, have abandonment issues or rejection, fear of rejection, it is because it has stemmed from the past, right? Maybe more strongly from the childhood, that it becomes a part of our lifestyle, the way we are, and suddenly we become aware of, oh, this still needs to heal. That kind of jarring experience that occurs, and that okay, wait, I'm going everywhere. What I feel is the kind of comfort that you gave, it um, it was very healing, very soothing for their soul, and they got used to it, and they started taking it for granted that you weren't going anywhere. And one fine day, you said enough, and you jolted this um, and took away this comfort, the coziness of your warmth, of your love out of their life. And that's where this person is. So I don't feel their intentions are wrong, but they did act a little selfishly. Even if they had the best of intentions, they forgot to value it properly or show it properly, what you really mean to them. And they know now that they can't be wishy-washy anymore. And if they do come back, or in order for things to move forward, they know they have to walk the talk also. And of course, they also feel like what you'll find someone better than them. And if it's acting as a source of inspiration to do better, then good. But if you genuinely want to make things work for with this person, you also have to take the initiative. Don't always feel secure with that chase that keeps on happening for the validation to happen. That's the energy which is coming through. The other person also wants to know that you are into them also, so they would also like a balance, a sweet gesture to come in, surprise them. Smallest of things also makes this person happy, just like they do for you too. Just a second, okay, I have a call coming. I don't know what was I saying last, but um let's just move forward. I think it must have been sufficient. I feel it was for a long time I was speaking. Anything else that you would like to say? As you have so much to say. My mind was elsewhere, so they did get distracted or weren't fully present in the relationship in the past. They're acknowledging it. And they do have a better understanding about your feelings because maybe you were more expressive, is the energy which is coming through. Fear clouded my judgment, and you mean a lot to me. And they're getting ready to show it to you too. You should also show it to them. Especially if you're in a relationship, you're married and all of that. Just rekindle, flirt with them or something. Or even if you are pointing out, in a way, how do I say it? If you're pointing out their weakness, in a way, of how they handled something. Um, Serve it as a compliment and a joke. So it has a little flavor of sarcasm, but also like, I admire you doing this, but like that's the conversation starter, that kind of energy which came through. Don't just saying, don't go in like, you did this, how are you doing that, like that take. Let's not be so aggressive about it. That's the energy which is coming through, because then this person has a tendency of shutting off or feeling cornered, because they have been cornered in the past quite a bit, and you both having conflicts even when the bond is really, really good, deeper than the rest, because of the energy which is over here. Certain karmic contract that you both had to clear off, finish off before you can come together, if you choose to do so, because this over here is a spiritual, divinely orchestrated relationship that I'm seeing over here, and I'm not talking about flings, and this has history in it. 2 to 4, 5, and it goes beyond that, like that many years which are there. If in rare cases, it could be a new one also, but take it with a grain of salt, especially if it's very, very new. Because everyone, when it's fresh, a relationship fresh, everyone's on their best behavior, especially if someone is trying to project and impress you. So, all the good behaviors which are there in front, and over the months, you got to see over the months how it flows forward, because having conflicts is very natural. And if you hadn't had conflicts like in the first 6 to 8 months, I'd say we gotta check in with ourselves and really see what the relationship is. I'm not saying you have to how do I say it, like if someone is being real to you, real and honest with you, really wants to make things work also, but there will be certain differences, especially in opposite attracts, which we have to work through, is the thing which is coming through. So I'm not going to explain myself. That's coming in, that's coming through. Will fate bring us together? Coming in. Definitely, when they met you, they consider it as very fateful, orchestrated. Talking about that, we have number 777 coming in, which is a very spiritually inclined number in itself. So with the 777, we have the triggers were for us both to spiritually grow. Started with this, saying this. Wow, powerful. So it's while confessing so much, it's this has also given into their hopes for this connection, because they want something out of this. They know you're the one for them. At least they know you mean a lot, and the feelings for you are very different. You both inspire each other to be better people, and all this requires is for you to have the emotional safety. I'm doing everything together, that's okay, to create an atmosphere of emotional safety where you both can say things, not only about what others like, talking about your friends and all of that, but also what you feel you like and don't like also about each other. If you have a question, so don't go in contemplation mode. Ask the person, and if you do it with a smile, with an open mind, the other person will also feel like, they'll lower the guards, feel comfortable, and build a stronger foundation with honesty, also with heart-to-heart conversations, with authenticity, is the energy coming through. Now let's look into what are their next actions, because everything what like the first two questions got answered. So I really like one thing, like irrespective of what the history may have been, I just feel there's this, I just like appreciate where this person is coming from while being honest about how their input or lack thereof may have affected. Like there's this coming out clean. Where was it? Never mind. There, it was in this about it over here in this reading, and there's this adaptability which is there, the scope for learning, growing. I like that mentality this person has. The willingness to learn, grow, and the humility and the mental strength that comes with it also. All right. Okay. You have to see how this card has fallen. It's like leaning onto me. It was like this, leaning onto me. So we are going to take this because this is the step forward. That's how it came through for me. Like it was like this. Okay, never mind. So we have that major arcana and the 10 of Pentacles also coming in. Is this the Death card? Scorpio major arcana. This person wants to transform this connection because they see also on a personal level how transformative this connection, this relationship has been for them too, as a person, as how they themselves, relate to themselves as. They have matured under your influence is the energy which is coming through, like growing together. That energy is there, synchronicity. And with the 10 of Pentacles coming in, they see wish fulfillment with you. You're the person, you're the home, and they will be running back to you. This flag also has a rose in it, royal rose emblem in it, which talks about rebirth. So that's really, really nice. It's all synchronizing really well for you. We have the Knight of Wands also coming in reverse. So even if this person had a wandering eye in the past, their focus is set on you, dead locked on you. That's the energy which is coming through. Before I end this section, I just want to see what song they'd like to dedicate to you. I like this. Gaining up the courage to do what is right. Because you remained loyal throughout. They may have tested the waters too much, or things may have been too volatile in that point, but now when you both reconnect or just meet once again in the days to come, in the weeks to come, I'm not really talking about no contact scenario. It's on again, off again kind of a thing where we are trying to find what works for us, finding more flow between the two of us. That's the synergy which is formulating over here. And if this was a person who never showcased what they felt for you, they are going to step up on in their actions also, is the energy which is coming through. They see you as the empress or an emperor. I don't feel at all any malice in their intentions, because it's in the chest area that I feel it, and their heart is pounding. So that's what I'm feeling energetically. So the heart is opening up for you, and you triggered that opening. Again, two. We'll see both of them We'll sing this one maybe. Best of My Love by The Emotions. And we have I Knew You Were Trouble by Taylor Swift coming in. Sagittarius energy coming through with this one. I don't know who the emotions are. This is how this energy is what kept them fearful, clouded their judgment. Because initially, if the relationship had been combustive, both wanted things to be open, remain open, keeping your options open, like, we both were acting very cool. But in spending more time, this is the energy that they had, like, oh, this is just trouble. I'll get hooked, I'll get booked, and then I'll get dumped. That energy came in. So the fighter energy, like, I know it's going to be like this, a lot of self-sabotaging or toxicity where they were coming from, like, acting from a place of fear, ego, prideful. And sometimes to safeguard ourselves, acting prideful or narcissistic also. All right. And over here, over time, they've realized things, like they've softened up. There's certain aspects of you, certain aspects of this relationship which resonate with their core, with their soul. And they spent a lot of time resisting acknowledging the truth within their own self also. So whatever caused the tower moment, whether it was walking away, whether it was giving them the time, giving them an ultimatum, moving on in life, whether it was completely getting so busy in life that you weren't giving them attention, that triggered this realization in them, they're gonna act upon it. I'm not gonna read the songs, but you can look at it if you want. They want this cycle to end because they want to nourish this connection and see to its full potential is the thing which is coming through, because you got the best of them. And they want to be the best version of themselves for you also. So now let's get into the last section very quickly. How can you deepen this bond? We'll look into the guidance, love oracles, and one or two practices of self-love, or some practice that you would like to pursue in the week or weeks to come. All right, for your own benefit. That angle is also necessary when we're indulging in so much onto the other person. All right, what guidance is coming in? How can number one deepen this bond? Okay. We have charity coming in. That reminds me of a token of love, a small gift, meaningful gift. It doesn't, monetary value is not important at all, but something meaningful. When you're doing something, do it without expectation. Do it only because it makes you happy. Let that be the source of inspiration, of initiation coming in. I also feel you can entrust, if there is willingness, it's very important. You can entrust them with certain work, something that you need help with, is also somewhere down the line coming in. Because in the past, they had this mentality, you're too good for them, you are out of the league. So they were like, why should I even open up? Because he, she, or they, like, number one, will only leave me. when they find someone better. That kind of a mentality, but they're moving out of it. Anyways, um, I don't know. I just feel bold by. I just feel like you just have, if you're partnered up, you have a lot more liberty with this person. So I feel you should just go and ask at the end of the day, like, how was the day? Something or the other, but what can I do to make you feel loved more today? Ask that. And saying thanks or complimenting one another, or even on the most mundane things, just randomly, sometimes surprising them with thanks because it doesn't cost any money. And say it with a genuine smile, and you'll see a bright smile flashing back. All right, and we have the moon coming in reverse. I feel like, see, at the end of it, you have to realize this person tends to mirror you. So, however, you have a very strong hold on this person, how you influence this person, and how you influence this relationship. You are in the driving seat, realize it. Instead of internalizing the resentment or normalizing or pushing yourself to normalize a behavior of theirs, which is actually not something that you want to tolerate. And you have to start talking about these things also. If you have been doing it, it's working because this person is getting to know about you. They're valuing you a lot. They're listening very, very carefully about your likes and dislikes. That doesn't obligate them to be a loyal dog because it's a human being. We are all imperfect in our perfect ways, in our perfectly unique ways, let's say that. And I feel you have to come to a point of sharing concerns, things you like, your feelings, to allow this person to feel emotionally safe, to say safe, to start opening up to you is also somewhere down the line coming through, because this is a nice person. They may just be very much clueless as to how you also feel. Although they can feel it, they know that you desire them. But is it that you just desire them physically? Or do you desire them emotionally too? And there were certain patterns which were codependent in the two of you, and that got reflected or replayed in the past, even recent past, which you both have to become aware of, work through them, and then come together and work together and strengthen the bond is the energy which is coming through. With the moon card also coming in, I feel like for some people, it's necessary for me to be saying this. Really assess your feelings about this person. Instead of looking for outer validation, right now it's more important for you to assess whether or not your own feelings are genuine or not. That's also somewhere down the line coming through. All right. When reversed, the moon can reveal self-delusion, a skewed perspective on a relationship that allows you to do nothing in the face of a moral crisis. If you allow this to continue, you may be in danger of losing sight of your needs. I was feeling it with the way she's opening or pulling this part of her dress. It's like providing unconditional love, but with conditions. And unconditional love is very pure and it increases when expectations recede. Because at the end of it, it's not codependency that helps, but it's the interdependency which excels the relationship. um like you're expecting more from yourself, and that also shows the other person that you want growth in life, you are ambitious, you are goal oriented also. There's a path which you're following, pursuing. That also makes you very attractive. All right, anyways, charity is actually unconditional love. It brings a love that you can rely upon, which is based on generosity. In a relationship, you share great love and passion, which brings happiness to others, particularly close friends, relatives, and children. Charity also shows mature love, indicating a long term relationship or love between two people mature in years. And that's what's been happening. Slow progress, but still leads to success. If you're looking for love, charity may usher an older suitor or someone who is evolved in their outlook. If he presents you with a gift, it is a sign of his genuine love rather than a need to impress. Whatever your situation, you are loved for who you are, and you can offer unconditional love to others. I just feel if you are genuinely looking for long term, this is the person for you. And you both need to share more moments with each other, and also talk about the future and see how that aligns with you. And the essence of heart to heart conversation and all, this is also saying yes, full disclosure, but with composure and a little bit of filter also, not just unadulterated thoughts, reactions, impulsive reactions that we spurt out. It's not required. We also need to instead of being reactionary in the sense of reacting immediately, we need to consider our next steps, the way we are communicating also, because this person also likes to be loved. It's a mix which is coming in. One is where someone did over in the past, uh, and the other part which is coming in is right now this same person who was giving too much completely stopped and is trying to find a nice balance between how much to give and how much not to give. Because if you genuinely love this person, it is hard to curb your desire to keep giving into the relationship and all of that, right? So it's all of that which is coming through. To start with, assess your own feelings and intentions and realize whether or not they are genuine. Because I can see something really good building over here. Because this person may be very fiery and you may be too icy. So we need to get, like in the current dynamics, that's how I'm feeling. It may have been role reversal in the past, but right now that's how it's coming out. So we need to get the temperatures more closer. And we both need to stop testing the waters, testing the limits of the other person's tolerance. What will really help is, instead of assuming, when that question arises, first calm yourself down if you feel triggered. and then come up and talk to this person. Because if this person genuinely wants to make things work, they'll correct. Like, you see a red flag, let's say that you see a red flag, you take into inventory whether or not this is coming from the past or not, all of that. And if it is something that you have concerns about, have a conversation with this person. Like, let them know that this is concerning me, and if they correct themselves, if they make the effort of making you understand, and also keeping in mind what you like and you don't like, and wants to constructively take steps in making things work with you, then you'll know that this is something that you want. So instead of taking the viewpoint of the world, talk to this person instead. You don't have to come with the energy of confrontation. We can soften it and approach it softly also. That's what's coming through. All right. As an act of self-love, what can number one do? Small nudges from the moments. Before we end this reading, we have opportunity. You will prove yourself and discover if you brave the rough seas. So this is talking about making an opportunity for yourself. There are new opportunities which will be coming in. It may seem as a challenge first. Maybe, like, if you say yes to a project, it will be taking on too much responsibility and feeling a little intimidated or hesitant about it. This is saying go for it. Put yourself out there. Challenge yourself. Get yourself out of a comfort zone. Say yes to something is coming through that you wouldn't say yes to. It should be safe. It should be something constructive and safe. I should say that. We have take the helm, be in control of your own ship, and this relationship is in the wheel of this relationship is in your hand. Become aware of your reactions also, whether or not it's actually just related to this relationship, or is it something that is continuing for some time, because we have to become aware of it and release that is coming through. But yeah, take back control of your life is the energy which is coming through. The freedom, the liberation is important. Your life is your responsibility is also somewhere down the line coming through. And also, if this is something which is somewhere down the line not jiving with you, then it's time to start dating again, is something which is coming through. As no one deserves to be in a loveless marriage or connection, is what is coming in. See, I can't really go into all the things. Like, already I take so much time in doing each reading, so if I go into the nitty-gritties, it'll become too lengthy, or more than this, and I don't want to get there. But yeah, I feel like there's this put yourself out there, step into the world, let the limelight fall onto you moment which is coming in over here. And this is saying say yes to the invitations which will be coming in, because socially you, like, your charisma and everything is working in your favor. Great negotiation skills are also being developed. I also feel like challenging yourself, getting inspired by the competition energy mentality which is coming through over here, taking a calculated risk, understanding what you can control and you can't control, and not feeling intimidated by the fear of unknown. In terms of a relationship, not waiting for someone to make a decision, because you are now ready to choose yourself, choose what is best for you. Step into your power and learn to say no, also coming in terms of the boundaries. Career wise, do it. Take a risk. Do it is coming in. I don't know where you are career wise, but that's the overall main theme which is coming in over here. Any other guidance? Number one. We have wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. Coming through. I feel also for some time, don't talk about commitment. Where is this connection going? Just enjoy things for how they are. Because you've planted the seeds, you've watered them enough. Now is the time for you to wait and let the grass grow, is the energy which is coming through over here. And on cutting, we have soulmate. Your soulmate is ready with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. And in soul connections, you have to become first ready in the 5D to get that manifested, grounded physically in the 3D realm. The imagery is this. Interesting, right? This is blue and this is yellow. Ice and fire. And how this part was icy and this part was fiery, and on placing, there's mirroring going on also. At the end of it, this is someone who is now inspired to impress you, yes, but I feel like work on your trust, on the trust in this mutual trust between the two of you. They want to strengthen it. They will be proving, if their intentions are honest, they will be proving that they're just not making any false hopes. They are actually genuinely wanting to do those also. That's also coming through. Now you just have to decide also on the sideline whether you want this to be a love story or a life story. That decision is yours. All right. So that's what's coming through. You let me know if this resonated with you. And thank you so much for your precious time. Until next time, love, light, beautiful blessings, golden opportunity, heart to heart conversations, joy and harmony to you and yours. Om Namah Shivay. Keep that vibe. Hi, my lovely moon. Hello, number 2. For those who were drawn to this card, I am manifesting you back into my life. So there could be history, or this could be someone you are meeting. Like, I'm manifesting you is more like someone who has been asking to meet, has been sent, like saying prayers to meet a soulmate, and this person coming, entering your life, or you entering their life, so from their perspective. All right, so that's the thing. Let's just get a few more cards from the same deck and then continue. We'll be doing the confessions, which includes their feelings, and the message cards, their confessions coming through, and we'll see what their hopes for this connection are. a few things in that. I will be seeing the intentions, like, the okay, let's just begin. And then we will be going into how can you deepen this bond and guidance coming in for you. All right. So, number 2. What would you like to say? How many? I think too many. Don't be so cute, I'll eat you. Okay, we'll take these. We have love broke me once, healing has begun with lum over here, which is the root chakra. So I feel like maybe this is a person who is slow mover, slow romance kind of a thing, not fantasizing it, but it's just that step by step, that's how they go about things. If this is a new person, could be like, in the last 6 months or a year's time, they moved out of a relationship, so they're healing out of that. That is also coming through. The healing has begun is coming in, and I also feel like, financially they're feeling more secure. Emotionally also, this is someone, irrespective of the past hurts, this is someone who wants to move beyond that and experience something new with you, or come back into the relationship also. For some people, these readings are very broad minded, or like the spectrum is very broad, so we have to take into consideration everything. All right, so this could be a person, maybe it is a no contact scenario, and that's why you felt drawn to this one. I feel like they will be only coming back when they have started healing, realizing their ways, like their contribution of things falling apart, and wanting to make a difference this time is the energy which is coming through. It's good. Let's just go forward. The first time I saw you, I just knew. I knew you were the one then, as you are even now. And if in an infusion of love at first sight, but also that instant connection and instant attraction, this thing of knowingness which came in, maybe not immediately for you, maybe this was something which they felt and they pursued you. That energy also comes in. What else? And I also feel like, from the get-go, the chemistry, the compatibility, it's all like fitting like a glove. That's how it feels. I have a habit of being prim and proper. I may be a little zesty planner. I just like to be super sure before taking things forward, is also somewhere down the line coming through. So this could be someone who is like a cheetah. When they want something, they desire something, and they just go forward with it, and like, may seem at first as love bombing, but it's so much like so many things tick off from the list when they see you, and you come in as a whole package. That energy is coming through. But yes, sometimes those same cheetahs get hurt also, and this could be someone who is a little jaded, but is not they're not blocked off to re-experiencing love once again. That's the energy which is coming through. They may approach things slowly. It's funny that this one also came in slow romance, while kind of thing that I was speaking about. This is someone like, yes, I do have. I may be damaged. I have my unique ways. Just because I'm a good person doesn't mean I'll be happy all the time. I have my off days also, but I want something which is based on mutual understanding, where there is a friendship, where there is an emotional bond, a spiritual bond also in a way. I also feel like if this is a new connection, it will be progressing very swiftly, because I don't think there's any pretense which is coming in over here. at least from on their end. Of course, if there is history, because back into my life is again history being there. Um, since the moment they met you, and it may have been quite unexpected. Um, One example of that unexpectancy is like they were expecting to meet a friend, and that friend, that common friend between the two of you, got you along, and that's how you both met. That kind of energy is also coming through. But that pull that they had for you, it's getting reignited once again, is also coming through. Apart from that, since that very same day, like something changed in them, something evoke in them. That's the spark that they felt, and they are hoping that you feel the same way is coming through, and that you would be a little patient with them, especially if this is a new one. And yeah, with the history part which I was talking about, that's why, because they got hurt in the past, it slowed things down. Even if they knew from the start what you mean to them, the timing may have been off, which is why things went slowly. That's what's coming through. But with the root chakra coming in, healing has begun, and everything which is over here, I like the bold energy which is coming through. Let's look into the feelings a little, and then we'll go into the rest of the confessions. Cloudy judgments. Their fear is clouding their judgment, which is why they may be taking things slowly as compared to prior relationships where they jumped right in and it backfired. All of that which is coming through. All right, for some reason or the other, this is what is being said. For some reason or the other, I am constantly being reminded of taking things slowly, doing things carefully, because I don't want to fuck up. This is too important for me. Cloudy judgment, illusions, unbalanced, distorted. Wow, okay. We have divine feminine and pride coming in with the tiger over here. And I was talking about cheetahs. Okay. Divine feminine coming in with yin, feminine energy, and pride coming in, arrogance, ego, stubborn coming through. They may have found themselves doing things that they haven't ever done for another person. So it may be something that you are used to receiving in your relationships, but it was something that they were doing which was out of their character, which they hadn't done, like doing extra things, traveling extra distance to just to meet you, and like acting like a teen, feeling the butterflies and all of that. And in case you said to this person, let's take things slowly, they embodied it, because for a second they got scared that they may be overwhelming you by their enthusiasm. And as things progressed, like a month into it, like taking things slowly, their fear started getting aggravated, thinking that I am getting in too deep with this person, with number two, and evacuate. We got to evacuate, or we've got to pull back a little. Get a no, we can't see that, but get a grip, get a hold your horses. That kind of energy which comes in. So something which was flowing very naturally, and suddenly the abruptness which came through. Maybe that's why you're over here. But the space that they're taking, this person will keep running back to you. This person will keep running back to you till the time you allow them to, because they cannot have enough of you. You're the yin to the yang. You counterbalance each other very, very beautifully. And to come to that point of recognition, appreciation of that dynamics, it takes a little bit of evolution. a little bit of unfolding, a little bit of getting to know each other more, because this person really wants to trust you, is the energy which is coming through. Like you're an answer to their prayers, is something which is being said again and again and again and again. They, sometimes this person gets irritated or angered, and then they do things in a rebukive way. And sometimes, like later on, when they have cooled off, they bite their tongue for being too blunt, and they're realizing that the way that I've placed it, also these cards very unconsciously, honestly, it's at the end of it. In the past, logic was taking over, practicality was taking over. What was expected out of them career wise, from their parents, family, or from society, also was playing a part. But this person is getting ready to be vulnerable with you also, because they have started being honest about their own emotions, feelings to their own self. Maybe they are talking to their friends and family also, just a little. I feel this person is quite secretive. They are like an ambivert. That's why this flamboyancy is coming through. Introvert, extrovert energy is also coming through. But now they're coming from a place of heart space. Their heart space has been activated. They want to nurture this connection, this relationship, because you're their queen. And I'm just hearing darling, like with a heavy voice and heavy accent. With the tiger also coming in, I feel this person expresses themselves sexually, physical contact wise. And even if this person, it's coming in, even if this person doesn't speak everything, they think a lot from your perspective also, how their actions, inactions would be affecting you. Sometimes they also overplay worst case scenarios, so that flavor of self-sabotaging spoiled the things in the past, but now they are becoming more proactive, ready to express what they want. Because the cloudiness is coming to an end, is the energy which is coming through. The divine masculine who's getting ready for the union to occur, that's the energy which is coming through. Their higher self now is talking to them loud and clear, is the energy which is coming through, because their ego self is now subservient or serving the higher self, and not vice versa, is also something which is coming through. This person is being asked constantly by the universe to follow their intuition. That's what they're learning, is also somewhere down the line coming through. And maybe the ego, the pride came in the way in the past also, so they're recognizing that too is coming through. Okay. You need to entrust them a little more, is what I'm feeling, because this time around, I feel this person is not a liar. They won't be lying to you. I am afraid of commitment. You inspire me. This is a person who loves their own freedom. And in the past, could have been that this is a person who likes freedom, likes to be independent and all of that. But they may have seen relationships as being clingy, as redundant after some time, um, as suffocating after some time, because they dated certain people who were needy, or demanded a lot. This person is quite stoic. That's not fake, but they're mushy inside also. Mushy inside also. Nothing else matters but you. And nothing else matters. The eyes locked on you. And this person, on a personal level, also has a lot of expectations, is ambitious, wants to be successful because they are a little traditional that way. They like to be a provider. I hope I haven't lost you coming through. Due to them being so absent in some places, being so absent and not being able to give the time or make the effort to make this work in the past, and acted distracted from the relationship because they were genuinely very busy in their life with work, is what is coming through very strongly. No one compares to you. So many of them. This one was flipped. I don't desire anyone the way I desire you coming through. Their heart is for you. And at the bottom, we have, you make me feel things I've never felt before. So it was a little alarming first because, as an instinct, survival was a mode they were in. And you came in with a different perspective. You could be spiritual, you could be a spiritual light worker, healer, all of that, metaphysical, or in the healing industry. That's also coming through over here. Quite a possibility. Have far, high 10, high 10. Your sexy body has me drooling. I was about to say they have the hots for you, and also not just physical attraction, the passion that they feel for you. This is, of course, not saying like if you haven't been intimate, they may be fantasizing about it and all of that. They have the desire of it. But I feel like if you have been intimate with this person, they can't stop thinking about you. If this is a male with a male body, they get a hard on, emotional hard on also. And that may be something that they haven't ever experienced. I'm scared to reach out to you coming through because of the fear of the rejection. See, I'm manifesting you is also like, they haven't stopped thinking about you. And in that way, they have the hopes that they haven't lost you. They still have a chance with you. They're hoping for that. All I really want is to see you again coming in. So yeah, this is someone who, if this is a no contact scenario, then yeah, they genuinely want to reach out and make things work again. I want to make love to you. I will never love. This is a mistype. I will never love another like I love you coming in. No one compares to you. No one compares to you. If you had doubts and everything about an ex being, I started also in a way with that 6 months, 1 month before, like 6 months to a year, when they have stepped out of a relationship. If you're worrying about whether or not they still have their feelings or haven't fully moved on from their past, they have. They have. You consume their mind. Like, you're in their mind, on their mind, rent free. That's the energy which is coming through. Anything else that you want to say? The ex is creating drama. This is also something which I wanted to say was, after saying that they have moved on, it could be like in special cases of baby mama, baby daddy, and all of that, where they still have to be in contact with their ex partner and all of that. I feel like, and even if their ex is keeping tabs, is messaging them randomly, it doesn't affect them, because for them personally that door is closed, that chapter is over. What they want is to grow with you and to prove themselves to you. There's no one like you coming in. Love and fear in the same space, in the heart space. So when fear takes over, jealousy, possessiveness, fear, illusion, doubts, that's still in the same heart space, but it takes the lower half of the heart space, and what is above that in the upper half is unconditional love, pure love, joy, compassion, and all of that. So it's a balance which is, when fear, anxiety, and all of that, which was clouding the judgment, when fear was overriding their heart, they were acting prideful in a certain way. And now that the love is growing with time, this side of theirs, the elevated side of theirs, also the vulnerable side, the creative side, the loving side, nurturing side, is coming out, and you are the one who activated this. You're very healing for their soul, very soothing for their soul. I don't know, maybe this is also someone who took a lot of your, like, or you will see, either they used to already or they will start doing it. They will start taking your opinion more seriously. Involving you in their decision making is coming in, starting small perhaps, but you'll see that difference coming through. We have I still need time coming in, because the fear of commitment and everything needs time to detangle, for them to get over that, and for them to line up their ducks is also somewhere down the line coming through. Maybe they feel like financially they're not where they want to be in order to start a relationship, because they don't want to waste their own time, or your time is the energy which is coming through. So they're being honest about that. This is a deep connection. They recognize it. Past life love also coming through. This lifetime, but previous lifetime. That kind of a bond, calling, like the soul longs for you, is what is coming through. And sometimes distance, emotional, physical distance, also makes many things very, very clear. So I like what is coming through. There's a lot of realizations which this person is having, and with time they believe in this connection, this relationship, wholeheartedly. In the past it could have been that their friends or family members were influencing their decision making, maybe at times also infusing unneeded sense of fear, doubt, and they are overlooking all of that now, because they realize, because that calling, that clarity came from within, which they were trying to seek outwardly. They went within to realize what they feel for you is what is coming through over here. In terms of their desires, hopes, intents, and next action for this connection, or in this connection, let's see what tarot has for us. What are their hopes for this connection? We have the Hermit coming in reverse, that this separation, period of no contact, this retreat that occurred between the two of you comes to an end, because they found the clarity. That's why they wanted to retreat, in order to come forward and speak to you, share with you what they have become very a certain about, like very certain about, sorry, and they want to assert themselves, become, make their intentions very clear to you. They still need time because they want more independence, financial independence to occur in their life, to become the provider. There's no pressure, but this is someone, it's just inculcated in them. That's what's coming through. And wow, you have the Empress also coming in. You are the queen. You are someone who is very nourishing, very compassionate, very abundant. You inspire them to want more from life. They like your confidence. Like, yeah, you could be demanding, but rightfully so, because you bring what you're expecting from another person. Come right or don't come at all in or all out. It's not like snootiness, like my way or the highway. It's not that. You're open for a conversation. You articulate also very nurturing, like pyar se, lovingly. There's a different way. Like what you say to them, it just they get. And this is something that they didn't experience in the past. And that's why they feel that you both connect on a deeper level, on a soulful level, where you get each other without saying much to each other. But now they realize is a time that just because things are going unsaid doesn't perfectly unsaid, like things are flowing really nicely. I feel that coming in. This person is thinking like, we can't keep ignoring the elephant in the room. That's what's coming through. And in terms of the next action, firstly, we'll be finding the courage to contact you. If in case you were the one who left them, you may have to initiate the conversation, communication, because they need to have that green light from you. They'll wait for you. That's what's coming through. I'll wait for as long as I need to wait for you is also somewhere down the line coming through. Let's figure it out. Let's work it out together is being said over here. I also feel with this inner clarity about their feelings for you or who you are to them, even if they don't have the spiritual terms for it, what they feel is real, and that's what they're basing their next action upon is the energy which is coming through over here. You're very valuable, they cherish you, and they want to show that to you also. And one more thing, like she's the queen of all the queens, not gender specific, just making it easier. So it's like you're intuitive, you're nurturing, you're lucky, you're abundant, you're confident, you're intellectually very savvy, very captivating. So it's just not the physicality because the love your bad um but it's so much more stimuli that comes in with you, and it's like you're someone they want to prove themselves to. So I like that attitude which is coming in. It's reassuring in a way is being said. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Whether or not you like my fourth being fourth coming and all is up to you. But their feelings are running very, very high. So the next 2-3 times that you have, you are making love, wear protection if you are not planning to have a baby. All right. That's what's coming in because pregnancy also comes through with this one. And also with that, they are being pregnant with ideas in how to proceed with you. How can they woo you is coming in, and like how can they spend more quality time together. Maybe now they are asking for suggestions from their friends, is also somewhere down the line coming through, but they want to try something different. So I don't want to, like, you expecting a surprise to come, but that's where it's going, is the energy which is coming through over here. This person wants to lavish you. They clearly have you on a pedestal in a way, and they recognize how rare you are, because you are rare. And they love your perfections because there's so many, your gifts and talents because there's so many, and also your imperfections. They also like your kiddish side. Sometimes that kiddish side may throw a tantrum. They find it cute. Don't go overboard with it, but I feel like, they love how intelligent, how versatile you are, and how innocent you are as well. Even if you've gone through many things, many testing times, many trials and tribulations, you still came out stronger. And that's what's inspiring them too, because they aren't gonna do pity party anymore. I did a reading like a month ago. I don't know, I think I spoke about pity party then. And it's nice that the progress has happened over here where they're ready to make something, build a strong foundation with you. If I haven't said it already, because I drifted away. While everything else is coming into order, right? Things do take time. There are aspirations, fiscal goals, and all which need to be achieved, but they figured out one thing, that they want you. And the rest of it will fall into place as and when they have to, is what is coming through over here. In a way, they want to prove their loyalty to you. And I have a very strong feeling that this person, if it turns out to be something long term or your life partner, there will be a part of them which will be always infatuated by you. That element is coming in. Like, they like your kiddish side also, because they too also have a very active kiddish side. They may keep it sealed up with the stoicism or prideful look on in this tiger also. But their personality is like a coconut, and they're going nuts for you, is something which was said over here. All right. If this person is coming back and initiates conversations with you, they'll first be testing the waters, whether or not you're actually interested, or whether you have moved on into another connection or something or the other. They'll try to figure that out. Once they're sure and they like the answers that they get, and this is no test for you. You be yourself. You be your authentic self. That's important. That's what they love about you. And I would just like to just go out of the step out and just say once, like, it took a lot to get where you are, to be who you are, especially if you were submissive in the past, especially if you were asked to normalize things which at your core weren't in sync with who you are at a core, kind of a thing. If you were into people pleasing, if you were taught love and abuse being in the same place, being okay, or that, all of, I don't know how to explain it, but this person really values you, sees you for who you are, and absolutely loves what they get to see each and every time, is what is coming through. You could also be someone who tries different things, so they like that about you also. The mini secret adventurer in you, they like that, because they themselves are a seeker, and they seek for improvement also, even in this connection. That's what's coming through. So let's look into the song that they like to dedicate, and then we'll go into how can you deepen this bond, all right, at your end. One more thing, if their finances was taking up much of their time, they want to start prioritizing you also, is the energy which is coming through. We have Sorry coming in by Justin Bieber. Yeah, is it too late now to say sorry? Because I'm missing more than just a body. Is it too late now to say sorry? Yeah, I know that I let you down. Is it too late to say I'm sorry now? I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. It's so funny when you don't sing the song. Yeah, I know that I let you down. Is it too late to say I'm sorry now? Because they are quite sorry. See, at the end of it, irrespective of how they feel, like whether or not you want this person back into your life is totally up to you. You being pulled to this, I feel there are high chances that you want this to work. And I feel if it's another ride that you guys are going on, like another chapter that you both are beginning, you'll first have to really look within and see whether or not you have actually forgiven this person. Are you ready to accept their apology? And if you act it out, is an apology due at your end too, is what is being said over here. That's what's coming in. So let's look into the major arcanas coming in. We are going into how can you deepen this bond. So we will be looking into the love guidances and perhaps some self-love practices that you would like to do. Let's look into the guidance coming in for you. Number 2. All right, we're taking this one. We have embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. What's the imagery? Oh, see that nurturing part which is coming through. But this person doesn't need to be coddled, is what is being said, because it's coming in upright, but it's coming in like what's a healthy balance? Sometimes you just have to pause to receive also, is the energy which is coming through. Because sometimes the Empress can get a little desperate and keep overgiving, overcompensating, and that may overwhelm the other person also. So we need to have that balance in check. That's what's coming in. You were the missing link, and with you in my life, everything seems to be rolling once again. On cutting, we have romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. I also feel take a break from the heavy-hearted conversations that you've been having. Extend your light-hearted energy. Flirt with them is also somewhere down the line coming in. We all come from different walks of life. Different relationships are over here. So taking everything into consideration. I have to say it. They really like your boobies. It's very. I. Okay. It's interesting when I cut this deck, the Emperor came in reverse, which says, which I wanted to say before also, with the pride coming in, I feel like you also have to realize you may be getting a little adamant about certain things. Like there are certain fixations, we need to get there, we're not getting there, time is running, what's up with you? Time is running, what's up with you? Ease off, ease off. That's also coming through. Embrace your feelings, embrace where this connection is as per now, enjoy it in the moment is also somewhere down the line coming through. The human heart is not a machine, it takes time to heal. Something just said, um see, you have to take into one thing, maybe a miss, maybe a hit or a miss, okay? So let go of it if it doesn't. Even when you've had heated arguments, this person still spoke to you out of respect. Yes, apart from few moments where, like, sometimes people are going through their own shit, and the anger behind the anger, or sometimes I can't take it, that kind of a panic button which gets pressed, and then they say few things which they regret. But apart from those rare cases, this person really has a lot of respect for you. Really a lot of respect for you. And they want someone who respects them too. Because these random things which are coming in. See, this is a queen, right? If you're marrying a queen, just saying, they don't want to be a person who will be standing here and fanning you, right? They want to be sitting next to you. So that was said. And the reason why I said you both counterbalance, I said it a long time ago, this reading has been long, is because the missing pieces thing, you both complement the differences that you have. Like one may be lacking, the other one has. This person may be lacking, this person has. It just broadens the perspective, your view together as a couple of the world together. That's what's coming through. Very complementary differences that you have, which makes the dynamics quite exciting, unexpected in a way, and quite strong. This is also a person who knows parts of them which still have to grow, maybe even mature up, but the willingness is there and it has already begun, is what is coming through. Any other guidance coming in for number 2? We have individuality. Financial independence coming in, individuality coming through. You leave your unique stamp of love on everything you do coming through. I feel this is something that really drew them initially towards you, how passionate you were in your own endeavors. They loved your independent streak, and they still do. And I suddenly started self-comforting myself like this. Because my introvert side is kicking in right now. I feel like it's time to start is appreciating the differences between the two of you, and also to learn each other's love languages. It's coming in. You you bring in a lot of stability to this connection, and they want things to be peaceful between the two of you, more in harmony, in synergy. They don't want to argue anymore. I'm just going to read the last two lines. Be yourself and love abundantly. That is a life well lived. Be your authentic self. Focus on your abundance. Check in with yourself. Reflect on the day. There's certain kind of retrospective work or analysis which will be beneficial for you. And it's time to focus on your happiness. I also feel this is a kind of a person who feels proud, who feels they're doing something right, life has meaning when they know their partner is happy with them. Now, I'm not saying like, you have to be like just this positive person and keep smiling, but lighten the energy of the conversation just a tiny bit is something which is coming through. Loosen the grip a little. As a spiritual practice, what should you be doing? We have relax, aromatherapy, warm bath. You decide. It's actually very nice, like the feeling of being in a bathtub, because it makes us re-experience the feeling of being in a womb. So it's very secure, very reassuring, very soothing. So indulge in that. Dabble in some rose essential oil, bath oil, lavender, oud. There's so many other aromas, whatever you want, do it. Light up some candles. Go on a date with your own self. Gift yourself something. All that which is coming through. Self-pampering, self-care, energy which is coming through. Just need to relax a little. What else? We have cleanse also coming in. Let's cleanse our energy. Let's cleanse our mind. Let's cleanse our bodies. Detox our mind, space, and life. There are many ways of cleansing. Smudging is good. Palo Santo, sage, white sage, Californian sage. I love those the most. I don't like the Indian version because it smells very weird. So that's that. There's sound cleansing also, which we can do with bells, singing bowls, with salts also. There's so many things that you can do. But do it. It will be beneficial for you. Let's just keep this here for the time being. What else? What else can you do? We have listened. The secrets of the sea become apparent when we listen to the sound within the shells. So the act of listening, active listening, like genuinely listening, not just listening to respond, but listening to understand. And when they are having a conversation, be interactive in it, like yes, no, that kind of a thing. And after they have been speaking, come up with a question also, so that you can show that you were invested in what they were saying. That's also coming in. And the essence of triple one. This is a number 3, but triple one coming in quite a bit. manifestations. We have chance. Allow the sea to wash its chest of wonders ashore. You never know what the tide may bring in. I feel if this person has already entered and you felt that's why you came to this reading, I feel you need to give it an honest chance, is what is coming through. And see then to choose wisely in accordance to what all happens then. Keep an open mind, be discerning. You don't have to keep everything in your net. Release what is now redundant. And also at the end of the day, call back your energy. Call back your energy, and on a full moon, release the energies, like, do affirmations which say, like, like in the sense of lingering energies going back to their respective parties and all of that, like, cutting energetic cords. That's important. If it's good for you, it will feel good. Also listen to your intuition also coming in, and then use your discernment and see how on assessment how are things, whether they are feasible or not. Even if there is a wait involved, if that waiting or timeline is feasible for you, let's keep it more a little more open-ended is coming in terms of our expectation. That is what is coming through. I don't know, but irrespective, whatever it is, this person, even if you didn't feel it the first time, you didn't feel it, the connection or something, this person grew on you. Their feeling, like, with time, even if they had moments of being childlike, they won your heart. They conquered your heart. And that, my dear friend, is a big achievement. See, when I'm talking about the no contact also, it's not like this person is coming back after years. That's not the thing. This is more it could be in very rare cases where, like, one or two people. But I, like, from my own personal experience, I just become very skeptical. I wish them the best and all of that, but when the exes come back, mine tend to, and this is also after years. But it's like, the time has passed. I don't feel the time has passed in this, even if it is like a no contact scenario or anything. Like, it's under a year, 8 months to 2 weeks that the separation has gone max, is what I'm feeling. Like, the reason for no going into no contact was you wanted something they weren't willing to give to you, and nor were they really showcasing what they wanted from this connection, because they themselves were very confused and quite overly consumed by everything else, the 3D world and all of that. So you weren't ready to wait any longer, and you parted ways. That's the energy which is coming through. And perhaps they are realizing their mistakes, like this accountability which is coming in, which they'd like to see in you also. Maybe they see it in you, and that's what's gonna give them the power to be accountable and be more forthcoming, to gulp down their pride. And that's just a mirage, because they're fearing that you will reject them, so they're overcoming that and wanting to come forward, rekindle this connection, and hoping that you are willing to listen and give them the chance, and to prove that they are a wise choice. Mhm. That's what's coming in. for now. Invest in test to invest. That energy is coming in, especially if someone is resurfacing. You are re-entertaining someone, which has been on again, off again kind of a thing. And I completely forgot about the new person that I was talking about. Like, give this person a chance. They may differ from your usual type. That's coming into my mind. The romance angel card, which says, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type. That is coming in. Give each other the time to discover each other. That's important. Leave the prejudices aside and be willing to listen to their part also is coming in. This time around, just be a little more confident. While expressing yourself, pause, think about it, reframe your words in a different way if you can. Just express yourself gracefully and share the compassion and see how that gets reciprocated. And all of that which is coming through, just keep an open mind is what is coming through. Give yourself a break from the worries and just enjoy things for how they are and how they progress. Like, then assess whether there has been progress or has it been more regressive. All of that which is coming in, but give it a chance. Giving it a chance is more important right now than the outcome, is what is coming through. So I hope this was beneficial for you, and thank you so much for your precious time. If you enjoyed this reading, then please do hit the thumbs up, share it with loved ones, and I hope you have a blessed time ahead. Don't worry, look at the signs. They will be unveiling, revealing themselves, making themselves known. And any confusion that you have will soon start dissipating too. Alright? So, until next time, beautiful blessings, love and light to you and yours. Om Namah Shivay. Keep that vibe. Hi, my lovely minions. Hello, number 3. For those who are drawn to this message card, which says, nothing can keep us apart. You are in my heart. All right. So let's begin with extending, like pulling out a few more cards from this. We'll be going into the confessions, the feelings also, and then continue again with the confessions. Then we'll go into their hopes for this connection, intent, desire, and action that wants to be known to you. And then we'll go into the guidance bit of it, of how to deepen this bond if you have the willingness for it. And we'll see the guidance coming in for you and all of that. All right, so let's begin. I just wrapped it up like that. Yes, I was extending it because I made a promise of not saying all of the things that I was about to do. But it was like, chop, chop, wrap it up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. That's the energy which came in. Yes, I do fear rejection, but I want to move past it coming through. If you're coming from group 2, this is from group 2 to this one. That's the answer also. Again. What else? Okay. Just what came in, one of the voices, like group, what was said to me was, in the past, it may have been one step forward, two step back, and now it's going to be galloping forward, like two steps forward, two steps forward, and you'll be like, where's the space coming from, how did we pick up pace, that energy also somewhere down the line came through very significantly, and it was like someone giggling about it. Maybe this person also likes to tease you or mimic you. You make me so happy. We've had some real good memories coming in. And we have mind games were a thing. I'll take time to unmask fully. This person is like testing waters and maybe a little shy also. Come off as shy perhaps. Is what is coming through. They just like to keep themselves a little secretive. Their feelings very coated in a way is coming through. Whether intentional or unintentional, there was certain kind of manipulation which was going on, and this is like the game that they loved losing. That is also coming through. And I'm hearing a whip also. Okay. All right, let's get into the feelings and then we'll continue with the confession bit of it. Just a second, I want to clarify this one. I was taking tarot cards, but they asked me to pick this deck instead. We have comfort coming in, yeah. Rest assured, they want to come clean and make things cozy again, because this looks like cotton for some reason. There's something about looking into your eyes. I don't know, something like looking into your eyes gives them a lot of reassurance. Next time, lean back and prolong your stare came through. All right, in regards to the feelings, we have beginnings coming in, try again, new direction, start over coming through with the rose. So they do have romantic feelings with the pink also coming through, budding love, new love, rekindling the love, a new chapter which begins, hopeful for that chapter to begin. We have stress coming in, same color tones over here, turbulence, tension, arguments which will be coming to an end. So there's certain things that we need to clear off. I feel like if there has been a little bit of even a bit of conflict, just saying, okay, this is the person who wants to clear things off, make you feel comfortable and then carry forward. That's the energy which is coming through. And we have influences, attachments, third parties, peers coming in reverse. They have some clearing to do. And they're at the tail end of it. They have some business to deal with. Clear off first to make space for you to enter their life in a more substantial way. Or if this is a new connection, then for the first time. It's like they're wrapping things up and lowering the volume of the world, going within, realizing what resonates with their heart, and they realize that in order for this new beginning, rekindling, taking things forward, a new chapter in the relationship connection, there are certain things which we need to tie up, and they're tying up loose ends is coming through. We have boundaries, we have rejection again has come in. No, drawing the line enough, abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear, which was influencing them in the past. And I also feel like they want to keep you away from the stresses. There's a lot of that one group for majority, I'll say that. That's how sometimes readings are done also. Majority of it is there's a lot of drama that they're dealing with, family drama that they may be dealing with, supporting someone in the family, that kind of something which is like out of balance, that they are recreating or healing that bond, clearing the chaos in their life because they don't want to burden you with that. But rejection is something that they fear. You have faith. And that's the thing. It's like a paradox or the irony. I'm suddenly feeling very dizzy because my head started spinning. Because in my mind, the Nine of Swords is coming in, and someone who um, is just saying, please God, make this work somehow, help me out. That came in, and I felt very, oh, oh my God. Let me get some more cards. Like, it's building up. I'm not being able to express things. It's whenever you guys are apart, they miss you a lot. This person misses you a lot. I care about what people think of us. That's the influence which they are. See, I'm hearing noise now. It's a little cacophonic, and I'm not hearing the voices. It's like in echo. It's coming in. It's like a argument, putting a voice across, putting a point across. This is a person. If they hear something not so suitable about you, like someone is bickering, pestering them with something or the other, like, this is irrespective, this is a person who stands up for you coming in. And it's like a little bit of desperation which is coming through, because this person really wants to make things work. We have I need your time and commitment coming in. They need to know that you are in it to win it also. This person wants to be exclusive with you. At least. In the least is what is coming in. My heart belongs to you because nothing can keep us apart. You are in my heart. I've given that to you. You're perfect for me. Like, this one just got bent when I was taking them out. Just a second. Let me just check who's bombarding me with messages. Okay, let's continue. If you haven't heard from this person with that happening, you'll be bombarded with their messages soon is coming through. I really don't feel there's a distance, no contact. I don't feel that coming in. It's just ongoing. And we are dealing with issues that may be cropping up, is what is coming through. There was something that I channeled. Let's see if it comes out. I'm so embarrassed about over my actions, getting influenced, acting coy when their heart was fully in it, but in action, it wasn't really coming forth. So the way they may have acted, how fear made them react, that also is coming in. I want to make things right. Please don't move on. Okay. And I've told my family about you. And I wanted to say it, I didn't say it with the influence coming in, because it's like what I felt was this person's parents support this connection, because for them their kid should be happy, and they see that you both, like, you have a good influence, or like it will work out, that kind of a thing. They're supportive, right? It could be their sibling has an issue, something like that is coming in. So it's that pull, what to do. But at the end of it, the kind of validation that they required was only to look into your eyes and believe in what they were feeling then. That's the thing which is coming through, because someone in that, when I became a little overwhelmed, was also a period where this person, like, thinking negatively, maybe feeling stressed out, whatever it is. But then that look, your eyes, your smile, your gaze, or a hug around the neck that you give, however it is, or maybe you hold their waist in a certain way and they really like that, but something which make them overwhelmed, and the pureness, and that this is something real, and they need to follow up on what they feel, that is also somewhere down the line coming through. They want more emotional intimacy, is what is coming through, more depth in the connection. This person wants to know that are the feelings mutual or not. Because you clearly have their heart, and they're quite serious about you. I want to be sure first coming through. Because this is a kind of a person who likes to do things full-heartedly and never half-heartedly, especially relationships. I lose myself in your eyes coming in, and these three cards just slipped out of the deck. The eyes. I hope someday the timing will be right. Timing has been off. And I want to give you a piece of my heart. Like, this is a person who's trying to sell their heart to you with the amount of times it has come in. At the bottom we have, I'm not here to hurt you. Just a second. Let's pull out a song from them before we look into their actions, like tarot. This came in the previous reading also. I don't remember in which previous love reading or whenever I used this deck. It was there, I think. Anyways, this is the third time I may be using it. So, through the years, you've never let me down. You turned my life around. The sweetest days I've found with you through the years. I've never been afraid. I've loved the life we've made. And I'm so glad I've stayed right here with you through the years coming in. They are thinking long term. That's quite significant. This could be a long standing relationship. Um, you may have been young when you met. You've grown together in a way. It's coming in. What are the hopes for this connection? What is their intent? We have the star coming in. See, they want to heal the connection, but first they know that they have to do the healing within themselves or heal family dynamics, relationships, let go of certain things before they can come to you. That's a theme which is also going on because this person has this innate need of guarding you. What is their desire? We have the 5 of Wands coming in to the influence of the third party peer pressure to move beyond that. Or to move beyond that in the sense of if that kept things stagnated, the confusion because the outside influence which was impacting their actions in this relationship, they want to overcome it and prove others wrong is also somewhere down the line coming through. And what's the next step? Okay. We have the Judgment card coming in. Archangel Gabriel also coming through. Bringing in healing, joy, happiness, clarity also. They're choosing you. In between the chaos also that may be there, this person is really hoping that you feel the same way. On cutting, we have the Ace of Wands coming in. They want a passionate new beginning with you. Make things right with you. Be your rock. Provide you with a solid offer. Do better than they did before. Look at this. The 9 of Swords has come in reverse. So the stresses are going away. Like the illusion of fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. What will others think? And all of that which was making this person act in a very detached way. It's like the dark night of the soul, breaking out of the matrix, the divine masculine, getting balanced once again, healed, and no longer wounded, and then come towards you, rush towards you. Once the course is clear, and in their imagination also, like they fantasize of them showing up and you being melted by that. That's the fascination of that. Like, I wish it was so easy kind of a thing, but they know they have to go through a grind. We have the 3 of Cups also. Certain influences that they are working through. Missing the good times with you. Any influence, even if it was a negative influence of a friend, they're moving past that now is something which is coming through because they realize it's their life. They don't have to rely on the approval of everyone. And this time around, it's time to do something for themselves in favor of their desires for you. That's the energy which is coming through. For a few of you, I don't want to elevate it, but for a few of you, this person is thinking long term in the sense of like serious business. Uh, they want to come up with an offer, provide you with an offer, propose that is coming in, and they're hoping that you say yes. All right, now let's get into how can you deepen this bond? The guidance coming in from love oracles and some self-love practices that will be beneficial for you. Lovers, the star, the chariot, temperance. In the meantime, work through your own healing, transformation. If things are to be redeemed, revived, make sure that you're ready to give it a good try, a genuine try, not without the resentments. We have strength coming in. Let me get a few more cards. What guidance is coming in for number 3 for deepening the bond? What should we practice? Okay. We have healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. This person also wants to heal this connection. Build a stronger foundation. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time, nothing is missing. We also have spontaneity coming in with you move beyond the constraints of the mind and freely and lovingly embrace new situations, accepting each other for who you both are, and the relationship transforming. Um, this person may message you out of the blue if there's separation going on, or they may propose a getaway, perhaps in the spur of the moment. Say yes to it, give it a try. That is also somewhere down the line coming through. See, since the time this came in, Spirit is just saying, have faith. And I've been waiting to say something, like apart from what has been coming in over here, but say something beyond that. Nothing is coming into my mind. It's also talking about fortitude, remembering you have the strength. And in a way, the Leo energy which is coming in, when it's coming the way it did, it's like The energy of confidence needs to be flowing through you, is coming through. I just feel like saying your own insecure thoughts for majority of people, your own insecure thoughts are showing you red flags where there are not. That's also coming through. And it's very natural when you are invested in something or someone, that fear of the past repeating also comes in, especially when we've had some really special fucked up things which hurt us, right? With due respect, I'm speaking, but just a little bluntly. um that self preservation mode is very natural to occur. Forgot what I was saying, but now it's time to look at things from a different way. You deserve a new start. Oh, cards have fallen out. I just feel like saying, your past is not their mistake, and vice versa. So take that into account. With the strength card coming in reverse, I just feel like reading it. Courage crumbles when strength reverses, bringing unhappiness as you lose control of a situation because you cannot trust yourself to do the right thing. Confront the problem, and your resentment and disappointment may just evaporate. This person is coming to a point with the cards which have come out, coming to a point where they're realizing, with the judgment also coming in, epiphanies coming through, right? Revelations happening, that the limitations were actually self-imposed. And there was the sense of security, which that routine, that way of thinking, that came up. I also feel like, maybe like with I've told my family about you, they were being nervous in sharing what they have, who they have in their life. They were nervous about it because in their head, they had already overplayed it, where they were having a fight with their family in order for adamantly fighting for you to be part of the family. That energy came in. But when they actually had, this is another scenario, if it's true, you'll get to know. And when they finally went into like, tell them about you, it was very much well received. And this person is like, it was all in my head. I've accumulated so much stress due to it coming in. I'm gonna read this part. Spontaneity demonstrates to the rest of the world that you are ready for anything, and it is also a characteristic linked to high emotional health. Life is a small gas board, so stop constantly hovering near the boring salad bar. You will never know if you like something unless you experience it. Don't let fear hold you back. By its very nature, your soul yearns for new experiences. If something doesn't align with your spirit, that's fine, but at least you have made that discovery. That said, every soul has an individual path So don't fall prey to peer pressure if you know in your heart that something is not right for you. At the same time, don't let the fear of new experiences stop you from doing something that will make your heart sing coming through. Be a little more bolder. And with what was said, like, just because the third person, like friends and all, this person is realizing, maybe you are also realizing the same thing. Just because the friends have concerns doesn't mean they are deemed to be true concerns, right? That is also somewhere down the line coming through. Like, everyone comes through their personal experiences. Some concerns are genuine, some aren't. So we have to use discernment in terms of that. It's coming through. I'm not saying someone's their friends have ill intentions. They have best of intentions for their own friend, because this is someone who's very loyal, very much loved by their people. But what I was getting to was, um, they've realized that, just because their friends, let's say, their friends don't agree with this connection, the nature of it may be very special, which people don't usually experience too often. So don't get, and they're saying retreat, this is not for you, it's too intense, it's too jumbled up, I don't get it, all of that. But this person realizes it feels right in my heart. So it deserves to be pursued, honestly, is the energy which is coming through over here. Also, if the connection has become a little monotonous, a little too routinely, break out of it, do something different, plan something with your girlfriends, with your bros. We have perseverance, stay the course coming through. Communicate and move coming in. Put in the effort, it's worth it. Communicate. Things left unsaid will never reach the shore. So instead of internalizing things or repressing them to a point where they fill up to the brim, keep talking, keep having a healthy line of communication. And we have move coming in. Barnacles only grow on a docked ship coming through. This also, with the move coming in, this is also saying, you can also take a initiative. You don't always have to wait for the initiative to be taken from that end. Is coming in. With all of this, I feel like, in terms of the relationship, give it some time, have a timeline in your head, and see how things occur. And with all of this, it's like, take some time and space to do something fun for yourself coming through. If you're thinking about moving, maybe even like a different city, something or the other, where you're thinking, if it becomes so many distractions, huh? um If you're fearing that long distance will become a hassle, I think Spirit is saying, don't worry. It'll work. Separation is just an illusion. You are together in spirit, telepathically. That vibe is coming in. Make yourself a priority is also somewhere down the line coming through. Don't give up on your dreams is also somewhere down the line coming through. Strength coming in, listen coming through with the secrets of the sea become apparent when we listen to the sound within the shells coming in. Dance, take inspiration from the moonlight, dancing on the surface of the sea. Dance a little, let go of the stresses. I find dancing very therapeutic, especially when I get anxious or fear starts consuming my mind. I literally stop doing what I'm doing because fear is also at the end of it a physical state. So I change it around by switching it around by shaking it off by dancing. Listen to one another. Prudence also coming through. We have strength, stay afloat and feel steady and calm. Grounding energy is coming through quite a bit. Root chakra energy which is coming through. Meditate, breathe. Do these things to bring in more inner calm. Because our insecurities cannot keep bursting or popping up like popcorns, you know. Certain kind of inner resolve which is essential. Because this person is also looking for stability. That's also coming through. Since we have imagined being surrounded by light, just like whenever you have negative thoughts, just imagine, or if you have a source of light, white light, yellow light, look into it and allow those the negativity to flow outwardly towards that light, and imagine the light replenishing you with positivity, calm, protection, care, love, and all of that. Solace, which brings solace. Because inner tranquility is a must. To look at things in a sober way rather than seeing it from a state of heightened or from a place of feeling perplexed. That is coming through. As a spiritual practice, what will be beneficial for number 3 as we close this reading? We have crystal, connect, create, and alter, cleanse. Cleanse them under the moonlight, full moonlight, cleanse, recharge your crystals, and even sunlight is really, really good. Placing them on sea salt, Himalayan pink rock salt, and letting the crystals breathe under the sunlight is also a very nice way of doing so. Just a second, I saw a deck. I'm just gonna pull out something in regards to this and then we'll close the reading. Which crystal and angel is coming in? We have Archangel Samuel coming through, also solar plexus chakra that gets activated. So citron will be very nice. This is, my heart is open to giving and receiving love. I transform the world around me through focusing my energy and intentions on divine love. Every word I say and every thought I think travel on the frequency of love, because the frequency of love is the highest frequency. So these are the affirmations that you may like to utilize. And as per the crystal, we have watermelon, tourmaline coming in. Watermelon sugar high. Okay, this says, are you looking for romance? Do you need more attention and affection? It is time to nurture yourself and treat yourself the way you want others to treat you. This is a good time to rev up your self-acceptance and increase your willingness to allow more love in your life coming in. And on cutting, we have ammonite coming in, and I actually have it. Ammonite, the first time I touched ammonite, I had tears in my eyes. It's very healing, very cocooning also. I know the truth in the center of myself. All the answers lie within. Ancient knowledge and wisdom are available to me. I recall my dreams when I awaken and use them as tools to help guide me in my waking life. Archangel Gabriel is here. Are you spiraling? Just a second, let me just keep this. Are you spiraling round and round? Are you trying to find answers? It's time to stop, go within, and allow yourself to step into the deep recesses of your mind and emotions in order to uncover the truth. Take time for reflection beside the ocean or a body of water. It's very good for the sacral chakra also, because now we need to stop fearing emotional intimacy and open up that way also. And this is the ammonite. They come in pairs and they're dirty a little because they're always on display. But yeah, beautiful. Fossils. Which have turned into agates or crystals. So these two are coming in particular. And the ratio which is coming in, it's very common in the universe, how galaxies are formed. And even the latest James Webb thing, the new images which are different from Hubble in space, phantom galaxy or something, so vivid, it's so amazing. There's still so much we have to discover. And same goes for this connection. The balls in your court is also somewhere down the line coming through. Alright, I'm gonna stop the reading because I'll go off topic very soon, very close to it. So that's what's coming through. Do let me know if this resonated with you, and do like the video if you want. It supports my channel. And that's about it. Love, light, healing, beautiful blessings and golden opportunities, empowerment, clarity, awakening, empowerment and ascension to you and yours. Om Namah Shivay. Keep that vibe high, my lovely moon.